Hello students of class 12. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. It is the nutrition video for the chapter of metabolism of the food, and it is the video number 8. In the previous video we learned about the glycogenesis, that is the glycogen production or glycogen storage, and how it can be produced and stored in our liver and the muscle. In this video we are going to discuss about the just opposite of it, that is the glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis. Here glycogeno means glycogen, that means more simpler form carbohydrates, and lysis means breakdown. Okay, so it is the carbohydrate breakdown of the body. That means if our body needs, then from the liver and the muscles, that are the glycogen are stored for the further use or for the bad days, that can be lysis down or broke down and forming the carbohydrate. It is the mainly production of the carbohydrate from the glycogen or glucose production, you can say. From the stored glycogen, it is produced the glucose or the simpler carbohydrate. From the stored glycogen, it is produced the simpler carbohydrate or glucose. So here the glycogen molecules is stored from the carbohydrate and is broken down when the body needs the energy, that I already told you. So let's discuss with the steps one after another which are happening in it.
Now, in the glycogenolysis is the glycogen breakdown, and it is just the opposite reaction of the glycogenesis. That means the glycogenesis was to store the glycogen from the glucose formation of the storage in our liver and muscles, and it is just the opposite of it. That means it is the production of the free glucose from the liver and muscle when there is some deficiency. So it is the glycogen breakdown. Glycogen molecules is the storage from the carbohydrates and is broken down, whereas wherever the body energy stores are depleted, or whenever the blood glucose level is very lowered. For example, you can see that when an individual performs vigorous exercises, the muscles of the body use up the glycogen stores and yield energy. When the supplies of the glucose is again in exercise of the requirement, this glycogen store is replenished. So the glycogenolysis or the breakdown of the broken down formations of glucose from the glycogen are in the following manner. So in the step number 1, that you can see that the photophosphorylase enzyme acts on the glycogen molecule. Here form a terminal point and hydrolyzes the alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. That was the linear linkage. This was the linear linkage. So this is the 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Releases glucose 1-phosphate. This goes on till 4 glucose molecules are left over in the every branch point. That you can see here 1, 2, 3 and 4. only 4 are left over and all other are taken by and like broke down by this phosphorylase enzyme. Now going for the step, it was the step number 1, it is the step number 2. Here the trisaccharide transferase enzyme transferred 3 glucose molecule from the branch onto a nearby glucose molecule on other branch, thereby exposing the branch points. So they took 3, the 4 left in the previous, now they took 3 and they are now coming to the side in the linear side, and in the exposing of the branch point, exposure point, they are joined. Now the next procedure or the next step, the debranching enzyme act on the alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. Only 1 left here, so it is joined already by this 1,6 glycosidic linkage, but as it is not linear bond, so debranching enzyme acts on the alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage at the branch points and thereby releases the free glucose. Thus the branch is completely removed from the glycogen. So this is the procedure, and after that the repetition of the same steps leads to the continuous breakdown of the glycogen molecule with the release of either free glucose or glucose 1-phosphate, that is here you can see the glycogen is forming 2 type of molecules, that is one is free glucose and one is glucose 1-phosphate. If it is free glucose, then it can be usually the fermentations of the blood glucose level, or it can be easily absorbed, or if it is the glucose 1-phosphate, then it will still go for the glucose 6-phosphate, then glucose 6-phosphate will run on glycolysis, then Krebs cycle happens, then electron transport chain happens, finally the energy production happens. So it is all about the glycogenolysis.
Students, I think you understood the all steps of the glycogenolysis, that means the glycogen breakdown and production of the free glucose. In the next video, we are going to learn about the neoglucogenesis or gluconeogenesis, the same thing. Till then, thank you.